What's up, guys? Coach Gaglione here, and today we're talking about a really sensitive topic about body image, weight loss, and kind of the mindset that goes along with it. So I want to provide some context, and I'm going to rewind a little bit. If this is your first time stopping by, I'm Coach Gaglione. I'm the owner of Gaglione Strength. I've been involved with powerlifting and strength coaching for over 14 years, and I'm chronicling my weight loss journey. So this is a really important topic, but for reference, I've been as heavy as 340 pounds. I weighed 207 today. So I've lost well over 100 pounds, kept it off. I've squatted 800 pounds in 6 different weight classes, only an old man to do that. So I've been able to do that, been able to maintain a lot of muscle mass, perform at a high level, and more importantly, I've been able to kind of coach others do the same, perform well, and have their health in mind. And that's really kind of the point of this message. But I've been getting a lot of DMs, a lot of questions, some not so nice. Some people kind of, and truthfully, I've struggled with my weight my whole life. I've been made fun of. I've been called fat. I've been picked on, bullied even, both in my adult life and in my childhood. And so this is a very sensitive topic for me, and I do want to help people out with it. It's not like my normal kind of powerlifting thing, but I do feel like this is something really important. I do want to have people's health in mind, and part of a healthy physical body is a healthy mental body. So what's one weird trick you could do to fix your loose skin, to fix it? Stop worrying about it. Stop worrying about things that maybe you don't have the ability to change. Shouldn't be your focus. Let me explain. And that may seem like a cop-out, but just hear me out here. I made a post on Instagram fairly recently at the time of this taping, in response to some of the things that I was hearing about Adele, but that's a story for another day. But essentially, I went through a couple periods of time. I went through my childhood when I was chubby, and I was happy. I didn't know any better, so I wouldn't say I was in poor health or anything, but I wasn't in great health, right? But I was happy. As a senior in high school, I was very fit. I was very depressed, especially after losing my final match, my senior year in wrestling. Very depressed, so my headspace was not good. It was probably one of my darkest times in my life mentally. And I've struggled with anxiety throughout periods of my life, especially during that kind of like 18 to like 21, 22. Like throughout my high school senior year through college, I had a lot of demons that I had to battle with. Healthy body, unhealthy mind. There's been periods of time in my adult life when I've been super confident and unhealthy, and I had maybe some warped body image issues the other way, where I thought I was more jacked than I was. And there's been times when I've been super depressed and I felt horrible physically and mentally and emotionally. And eventually, at the end of 2015, I just kind of got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I had recently squatted 900 pounds in a competition, and I felt awful. I was basically strong and useless. I was not getting sleep. I could barely walk up the stairs. I was getting lower back pumps, walking up and down stairs and just going for a walk, and I just did not feel good, mentally, emotionally, physically. Your body image, your body weight, your physical health, your mental health, and how you feel about yourself, both in a physical and mental sense, all these things are not mutually exclusive. Yet I do think that the body and mind are connected. It's not important only to work out, like my buddy Mark Smiley Bell says, is that you also need to work within. It all starts in between your ears. So part of it is your perception of yourself, and I think it is important to have a positive view of yourself along the way and be confident in the progress that you've made. It's been a little bit of a switch, because if you've been following my journey, I am focused on doing a bodybuilding show at some point this year, or at some point in the near future, depending on what happens with when we're allowed to compete. So there is an aesthetic component for that. I think that's totally fine, but that's not really what really gets me fired up. I've always been more excited about the performance of things, which is why I've always been gravitated toward powerlifting. I cared about what my body can do, not necessarily how my body looked. And as I've gotten older, I like to have a good combination of performance and health. I like to be able to use my body to do amazing things and also just feel good inside and out. And as I've gotten lighter, I feel really good about myself. And there's definitely been times where I have not felt good about myself when I was heavier. But just because I was carrying extra body fat, that's not necessarily the reason why. I do think there is a point, there is a body fat percentage where you're more at risk for disease and just how you feel. So for me, it's not necessarily about my body image, although I'm very happy with the body I've built and how I look. But it's more about how I feel inside. And to me, like someone who's confident, someone who feels good about themselves, someone who just feels good in general, they have energy, they're happy, they're productive, they're successful inside and outside the gym. You're going to be more confident and you're going to be more attractive. So that's really what it comes down to. So this is what I want to talk about. Because attractive essentially is really a perception. I think that you can be attractive to yourself and you could be attractive to certain people carrying extra body fat. I think that's totally feasible. I think I like people with muscle. I like people with, I think people with, curves and muscles. I think that's attractive personally to me. Some people may find the loose skin unattractive. I personally don't really care about it, and it's not really a thought in my mind. It's not something I think about. The only time I really think about it is when people kind of comment or make fun of it or whatever. But if it doesn't bother you, then it's not going to make a difference. Now, I do think that it is a concern, and I understand and I feel you, and I am self-conscious, especially about my stomach sometimes, and I'm going to show you what it looks like now. I'm going to show you how the different positions of my body could elicit a different response. So, and depending on how you pose, depending on the lighting, depending on the position of your body, you could look different. And I want to kind of be very honest and transparent about that. But for me, I think the more important thing is no matter how you look, it's more important that you, and again, it sounds cliche, but it's really true. It matters how you feel about yourself from within. How do your joints feel? How does your body feel? How do you feel day to day? Do you have confidence? Do you have the energy to do the things you want to do? Are you in healthy relationships? Do you get fired up about your work? These are things that are more important than just having a little loose skin. And truthfully, if you lost a huge percentage of your body weight or like over 100 pounds, it's gonna happen. You're gonna have some loose skin. Now, some things that you can do to mitigate that, if that is a concern, if you do care about your aesthetics, and that's totally fine if you do. But just realize it's not the only thing. And I think that it's really important to focus on the good stuff. So I could focus on the loose skin around my belly. I could focus around the loose skin around my chest. I think I'm pumped that I finally see abs the first time. I never thought that'd be possible. I'm pumped that my back looks really defined and wider. My legs look amazing. I'm seeing definition in my quads. I'm focused on those things. I think those things are great. I'm focused on my training feels good. My body feels good. I'm happier. I feel more fulfilled. I'm helping more people with my company. Those are the things I'm focused on. So I challenge you to focus on the things that are going well and kind of build on those things. Success breeds success. Don't focus on. We could always pick apart things that we don't like about ourselves. Why not think about what's your favorite part of your body? Why not think about what's the favorite body part you have, or the things that are going really well? And then that's going to be more productive in my sense. Now, I think it's important, especially, again, I'm going on a bodybuilding stage. So, yeah, I'm going to have to figure out ways to kind of tighten up my loose skin. So what I've found is helpful is that if you are concerned about that, or if you have lost a lot of weight, you probably are going to need to take some time to recomp your body and put some muscle back on. And not just be dieting all the time. You need to take some diet breaks every, 3, 4, 5 months. You can't just be dieting all the time. So every 12 to 20 weeks, try to go in a maintenance period. Try to go into a period where maybe you gain a little bit of weight back even, which could be scary. But you need to put the muscle back on, which is why it's really important that if you are dieting, you must be strength training and you must be consuming enough protein. So if you learn anything from this, is that slow and steady with the weight loss. Keep your strength training in, and make sure that your protein is up. Because if you're just losing body weight, especially very quickly, you're going to have a lot more loose skin. Okay. So I think that's kind of some general recommendations. But I think the biggest thing is just kind of adjusting your lens and adjusting your mindset, and just being happy and just be proud of and focus on what you're doing. In terms of like what's attractive and what's not. And it's a tricky thing. And again, I'm not a relationship expert by any means, but there's been periods of my life when I've, been with very attractive, partners, even when I was heavier. Very, super attractive, super fit. They've had abs and stuff. They've been, lighter in body weight and really beautiful. And there's also been times where I've been leaner and, been with some, had some partners that were not so fit. And that's not the point. There's so many more aspects to a person than just their physical appearance, than just their weight. It's about the whole person, their personality, and also like how you guys come together. So I think that's important, because I do think a lot of people, we just are so worried about how other people view us. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is how you view yourself. And if you view yourself in a positive light, if you view yourself in a great way, you're going to be more attractive no matter what scars, warts, loose skin, whatever, like those kind of things are. And honestly, those are the things that make us, different. Those are the things that make us unique. And my loose skin tells a story. And I'm damn proud of that story. I'm damn proud of being in that hole. I've been obese and I've had issues with my weight my whole life, and I finally have control of it. I finally have a good relationship with food and my body. So if you guys don't like my loose skin, that's tough luck. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for myself first, and I'm doing this to help inspire other people and help other people along their journey, help other people. I want to build a stronger community. I want to build a healthier community. I want to promote fitness, longevity, health, and through strength. And that starts with your mind. It starts with lifting weights. It starts with getting onto the bar. It starts with eating right and getting more protein. So just know that I know what you're going through. And there might be some people that are turned off by this video, and that's great. So if you want to unsubscribe, if you want to unfollow, that's great. This channel is not for you. That's okay. Because part of knowing who you are is knowing who you're not. I love working with people like Larry Williams and all these world record holders and national. That's cool. That's great. But my mission goes a lot more deeper than creating all-time world records and building 800-pound squatters and 800-pound deadlifters and women that could squat and deadlift 400 pounds and multiple times their body weight. The numbers are just a means to drive progress. It's about getting better. I get more pumped when I see my mom add 5 pounds to her squat and her bone density improves, and my dad loses a couple of pounds and his back's feeling better after having lower back surgery, because he's strength training and he's doing the right things. He's eating better. He's walking again. He's getting stronger after his low back surgery. My mom's bone density is getting better. They're using strength training as a means to get fit. That's what powerlifting for the people is all about. Anyone could benefit from good, solid strength training and good, solid nutrition advice. And that is it's not about the number on the bar. It's what you get from it. It's what you get from the training. Powerlifting should be part of your life. It should not be just your life. Nutrition should be part of your life. It should enhance everything you do, which is why I'm going to share with you my story. So I want to kind of also just show you guys some things. I'm going to try to get the best angle for you guys. So I'm going to take my shirt off here. So not safe for work, not safe for life. So, yeah, I got some loose skin here. Yep. Now, if I pose, you can maybe see it a little bit more. So I can make myself look, not flattering, or I could make myself look, pretty jacked. Just from a little pose. Just from a little pose. It just changes completely how I look. So if I sit like this, look at that belly. Now you can see my abs a little bit more. It's hard to do when you're sitting. Now look when I'm standing, a little bit different, right? Oh, look at that loose skin. Oh my God. Oh, now the abs are coming in a little bit better. What if I vacuum? What if I tuck this in? What if I go like this? Oh my God, look at those abs now. Oh, look at that loose skin on my chest. I don't care. I feel great. And how you feel is more important than how you look. That's the trick. How you feel is more important than how you look. Your health, your performance, your function, that's what's important. Oh, look, there's a pimple. All right, guys. I hope this message found you well. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your support. I hope this weight loss journey has been helping you. So, thanks. If you guys have any questions, if you need help, please shoot me a DM. Please, we can set up a call. I want to help more people get on the right track. Just realize that this has been, I'll leave you with this. This has been a 5-year process for me. The first 2 years, mostly habit change, basically no progress on the scale. Then the next year, 2017, started to make some progress on the scale. So then the last 3 years, it's been really nice progress on the scale. The last 6 months, not so much progress on the scale, huge progress in terms of definition and kind of recomping. So everything has been happening in stages. So just realize, be the tortoise, not the hare. Take your time, take things one day at a time. Surround yourself with positive people. Cut those negative people out. And if you are one of those keyboard warriors that's going to make some negative comments, I invite you to get your hands off the freaking keyboard and put your feet on the pavement and get to work yourself. You got 4 limbs and you got 1 mouth. So you should be taking action as 4 times as much as you've been talking, especially behind the keyboard. So that's what I got to say about that. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support and love. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share this. Thank you guys so much. And until next time, stay strong, and we'll see you soon.